We're chugging right along. I mean, what? We had two more left now. I feel like we blew through all of his work.
Feels fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good revisiting a lot of them, though, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, revisiting all of them at this point for me, but
right. Yeah, for sure. That's good discovery for me. I'm glad I can check PTA off the list now. So.
Yeah, for sure. It feels so good to finish a director's work. I don't know. Satisfying.
Talking this week about Paul Thomas Anderson's trippy, hazy fucking story, Inherent Vice. 2014's Inherent Vice.
Dirty fucking hippies.
This is one of the few scripts based on a novel for Paul Thomas Anderson, based on a novel by Thomas Pynchon. But still got that classic PTA director flair. So, starring Joaquin Phoenix from kind of took him back from The Master, kept him going on this one. Got Josh Brolin in a major feature role, and a lot of other cast of characters, obviously for a PTA movie. But
stellar cast, yeah.
Yeah, I'll give my first tastes and then toss it around. We're in a limo, but for me it feels like a roller coaster because I like some of these movies, but I think I will just I'm gonna try to take a less heated approach on this one, but I did not like this movie, and I think it is 100% PTA's worst movie, even lower than Hard 8, I'd say. But that's just my theory right now. And we'll go into it because this movie's successful, but not good. Anyways, what do you guys think?
I'll take the next one, and I would agree. The second watch through was worse than my first, and I didn't change my rating when I put it on there because I didn't want to, I didn't want to give it away like I always do for this one, just because. I mean, I love PTA's work, but this is absolutely his worst movie. But it's the material, I think, because it's shot so well and it's directed so well, but it's just the material that he has to work with, which I've heard the novel that he has to work with is just as bad in terms of like incomplete, incoherent at times. I don't know. And that's what this movie felt like for me. It just didn't land. I don't know. So it went every fucking where and then didn't really land any fucking where. So.
What would you think, Noah?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I enjoyed the most about this movie, if I'm being frank. I really enjoyed this one. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the time period and and some of the subject matter, but this might actually be one of my favorite roles I've seen Joaquin in too. I don't know why. The dude just screamed like iconic, typical hippie, and like his get up, his acting, like everything. For me, he nailed everything. But yeah, the cast too, like you said, to Alex, I thought some of the shots in this movie were fucking beautiful. There was what stood out to me the most, because I was just in shock by it, was when Joaquin's when he gets captured by the Nazi skinhead dude with the tattoo, and he's hung up on the thing, and it's just you're outside and you're through that kind of the one-way mirror window, and he's in there struggling trying to get it, and the fucking little piece of whatever with the name and his girl's name on it, Shasta's name on it. But I just loved it because it was that shot, then right after that shot, the fucking, what was it? It was just three beautifully composed shots, and it ended on the one fuck, what was it? It was, I can't think of the second shot, but it was that one after that, and then the third one of the cars and the beach. It was three consecutive composed beautiful shots. I was just god damn, PTA, if nothing, this is wonderful. I'm just munching on the cinematography here, because wonderful stuff. But no, yeah, I think I can kind of get where you guys are coming from. It's super scattered in pace and tone and and all that stuff. So it can be a bit jarring.
The whole struggle of this movie, I think, or the conversation really is it is scattered, it is unfocused, it is doesn't make any fucking sense. It's
so absurd, dude.
And it's
so absurd.
that's the fucking point.
That's why I was
like,
laughing throughout it because I was just like, this is fucking ridiculous.
I didn't find like any comedy in this movie really. It was kind of crazy.
Oh, no?
It's so dry. But like I understand fully a different perspective. I'm not saying like you should think this way, because I like I said, it's successful because it is so out there, scatterbrained, that that's what it is doing, but it doesn't make for a compelling movie at all for me. Like, and to me, when you say like things don't matter or they're not important, or you just gotta go with the ride and fucking not think, like, that to me is like, when you make the story unimportant, then I'm gonna make it unimportant in my brain. Like, it's not an important film because like you're not making it important. So like the side by side of that is like sound. It makes sense, but I don't think like you should make this movie. Like, I don't know. That's just me. And I got like Under the Silver Lake vibes, obviously, and I don't like that movie. So like, I just think like you owe it to your audience to give them something a little more if you make a film. And like, this one doesn't give you anything. To me, like, I don't know.
No, I feel the same way. I was feeling Under the Silver Lake vibes on the unsuccessful parts of it. But then I was like, there's a movie that does this so much better, and it's The Nice Guys. And that's like, I would say, the better detective, grungy.
70s.
Yeah, true.
That was the more successful version of what this could be, because for me, there's really no conclusion. At least I didn't feel it. I mean, and the conclusion that you get is Owen Wilson's character, which feels like just such a weird thing to conclude on and be like, that's your capstone. But you're with Bigfoot and fucking Joaquin and sort of Shasta the whole time, and there's really no conclusion for that. I mean, Brolin's character was banging his partner, I guess. I don't know, but that's why you understand why he's kind of invested, but at the same time, he doesn't seem that I don't know. It was just everywhere, and I wanted it to work because the first shot kind of just brings you in, but then the narrating kind of started. I was like, did this?
I was kind of the fence about the narration stuff. I didn't think it really added a whole lot. That, like, I mean, you're already. I get it. It was trying maybe to like help track, you know, a little bit. Like, what the fuck? But like, I feel like it just didn't do enough. So it's like I could have just done without it.
I get that. Like, it's putting novel roots into it, because obviously he adapted a book, but I also think like the character you chose for that is straight up outside the story and completely disconnected from the reality that you've set. Like, was
she an apparition, by the way? Because like, she kind of just showed up and just like, one shot she was in the car talking to him, and then the other shot she's not in the passenger seat anymore. So I was like, is she a figment of his imagination? I don't know.
She's a fucking druggie, dude. He's hallucinating. Yeah.
I don't know what's real. But I think the thing I came to about what this movie means is like getting over someone, or like getting over a breakup. I think.
Yeah.
Like at the
I got
end,
some of that.
Because like at the end, it's like him and Shasta in the car, and Shasta's the one that says the line of like, this doesn't mean we're getting back together. And then Joaquin's the one that's like, oh, of course not. Like, he's finally over this chick. That's kind of what I got ish, but like, that's so fucking loose that it's like, I guess PTA, I guess,
I see. I feel on that. I pulled a lot personally just from like the time period and like what he was doing with like the culture and like the counterculture shit going on. You know what I mean? Like the fucking like the fucking suit and tie, every man like commanding wife at home. Fucking this guy.
I get one day with you. I asked for one day.
Yeah, fucking great.
I thought Josh Brolin was. I respect this movie specifically in PTA's catalog because he's trying a lot of different actors that he's never tried before, which that's cool. Owen Wilson, I don't think was very utilized that well. Benicio del Toro, okay. Reese Witherspoon, like a lot of people don't shine in this movie, I'd say, like they should. But Josh Brolin, I think, is the one person that was utilized to the fullest and shined a lot.
I agree.
So,
I agree. Same. This was a role for him that I was like surprised by and very much enjoyed. How he played it.
I loved you can feel that. You can feel that character.
Moto pancake.
I love when I come here for the respect.
I love that's what I mean by the counterculture shit. I was like, I was like Japanese culture, you know, of being like the fucking put together in the lines kind of guy or whatever. Clearly he's not. We find, you know, later, but
he
yeah.
poses as he is, but
Right.
I feel like you can just latch onto that character so easily. One of my favorite
Yeah.
shots and character little flavors was when he's on the phone and his kid is pouring him the drink. He's just like
Yeah,
sitting next
man.
to his kid. That was I
Love that.
loved that moment. Like that was so
Yeah.
cool. But there's some of those moments scattered in here, but overall it's not enough for me. But
Yeah. No,
I
for
think
sure.
that's fair. Yeah.
I'm with
Yeah.
you on this one, actually, Matt. So
hey, we agree. I finally leveled out somewhere.
yeah.
I'm alone, drunk as fuck at the top of this
Yeah.
limousine right now.
I'm taking a break. I'm just taking a small break. That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah. That's fair. Yeah, got it.
Yeah. I mean,
No.
it's like a nega like PTA movie almost because like the opening to this
Right.
movie is so unengaging and it just like rolls into it and even the
Yeah.
title
Mhm.
feels like cut to title feels hazy, like there's no
Yeah.
real purpose for why it cut. So like
Yeah.
it's I can see why he made it. I just don't know if like it kind of feels like an unforced error. Like that's
Yeah.
why I think Hard 8 is like better now kind of because at least you can like fall back on like
Yeah.
studio interference and stuff like that.
Right.
And I'm
Right.
kind of like getting a little bit more of a shine to Hard 8 now that we're going through his filmography a little bit more. It's like it's a little better than I give it credit for, I'd say. Um yeah, this one so late in his career, it just I don't know. And I see that he's adapting another Thomas Pynchon movie for his next movie or another novel for his next movie. It's called Tideland, I believe.
Mhm.
And I saw a note that he said that movie was unfilmable, and that's why he'd made Inherent Vice. And apparently he's backtracking on that. But man, I hope like that's a redemption movie. I hope you got something because if you make another movie like that, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
How did this yeah, so you said it kind of influenced your viewing of Part 8 because I felt like this one influenced how I felt about Boogie Nights weirdly too.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because it was like a similar time and feel
Sure.
and like
Sure.
some of the tone just like a little bit absurd and goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like I waffled with it. I was like, you know, did this make Boogie Nights worse or better, or are they kind of, you know,
Yeah.
still same? But I think I ended up this just slightly above Boogie Nights for me.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. I'm with you on what you said earlier, Matt, of like the intros to Paul Thomas Anderson's movies are just so good always. And like, I don't know, they really bring you in and get you fucking revved up. So this one, I don't know. It was just like, it's like the negative version of his films.
Right. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I mean, he's got his signature shit here, the long takes, like all that.
Yeah.
But honestly, the long takes were kind of weak in this movie, man. Like they didn't
They were.
fucking hook me. Like the Owen Wilson pushing is supposed to be good, and maybe it's just Owen Wilson. He kind of just wasn't really giving me
Yeah.
enough. But
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
it just didn't have the juice, man. And like the long couch scene is a good scene with like her coming back, and then they end up like fucking. But the couch audio in that scene, I just wanted that scene to fucking end,
Yeah.
man. Like
That was kind of unbearable.
and I get like you're trying to make it like uncomfortable and kind of gross, and it's like you don't want to, but like, dude, you can't have an 8-minute long scene with that audio, man. Like I just don't think you should. Like that, I don't know. It's like a style choice. It means something, but like it's not. This movie wasn't enjoyable. That's like the bare minimum for me, you know. Like, but.
I was hoping this watch through would make me like it, because I remember watching it the first time and I was just like, yeah, no, that was fine. But this time I'm like firm, like, nah, it wasn't really even that fine. It was just kind of there,
Yeah.
you know. And to go with my normal ratings of what you made me discover was 2.5 is like it accomplished what it needed to, and for me it didn't feel like it accomplished anything by the end of the movie. So rightfully so, I gotta drop it a star, you know.
Two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know.
I was for me, but yeah, no.
I was just saying I felt like I could pull more from this movie just because, I don't know. I like it more. That I was like, I was taken by surprise by this movie, and I think that's why I liked it the more so, because I was like, oh, this is, like for a second the question flashed, like, is this BTA? Am I watching like the right movie here? You know what I mean? Like I was like, is this it? So I kind of liked that because it was like it made me just like first just take a look back at like what we'd watched already. And I was like, this is kind of cool that like you tried something new. It diverged a little bit. Maybe it was successful. Probably wasn't in a lot of ways. But I still like it. I don't know. There's something about this one just like I don't know. It just hit for me. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
I mean, you can see he can adapt a book. I mean, There Will Be Blood, that's adapted.
Yeah,
You know,
it was
so I mean, but I guess
I think it
how
is the
that's adapted.
material is a big part. Like I don't think
Yeah,
I really don't blame
probably
PTA a lot for this movie. I think it really
No.
is just the novel and
some of
like
the
the
source.
attempt.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
It
source.
didn't
Like,
feel like his writing, you know, where he
Right.
has clever writing in his other films, and
There was
like,
some of
funny
that,
things.
like there were flashes of that in the writing. I found, you know,
There were
like
moments.
between Josh Brolin and him, you know, like some
Yeah.
of their banter. I was like, okay, this is like I feel like I'm seeing PTA pop up here, like with some of their interactions and the way they
Keep
the
doing
way
that,
they
I'm gonna
talk to
get a
each other.
hard on.
Yeah.
There was some like
don't get up.
like I didn't really get a lot of comedy in this, but I think he was going for more comedy in this. Like when
Yeah.
he looks at the picture, Joaquin looks at the picture and just yells, ah! And like it's not referenced at all that actually happened. It gave me like some Punch Drunk Love vibes where he's trying to
Yeah.
bring you into psyche while not understanding it fully. Like, and then there's like one scene where they're just like everybody just starts picking their nose randomly.
Yeah.
He's like trying
that's fucking
shit.
weird.
It's and that's like the hard part about filmmaking is you can't like question if it's good or not. You know, you kind of just have to like trust that you like it or that it's good. But
Yeah.
this one, I think
Mhm.
maybe he just didn't have great ideas or just like great like
Oh yeah,
execution.
not everything.
You know, like,
It probably was like a bit of the source, a bit of like nobody like either not knowing or just like not having the confidence to be like, hey, like this, I don't know if this works, you know, that kind of thing.
or embracing how
Yeah.
unimportant or how nothing means something like. But that to me, like I said before, it just doesn't make me gain importance. You know, like
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't think
yeah.
it can. Like, but maybe
It
for
does
you,
the
like
opposite.
obviously it did for you, Noah. So like,
Yeah, I don't know why that did too. Like you know, it's just something the way my brain's wired. But I was,
well,
I was kind of down with it.
no, I mean, I can see Alex's 2 stars, and that's why I said I was struggling. Is like at the end of the day, this premise is like executed successfully. I like don't want to say that, but like it is because it's like so not meaningful that that doesn't mean
Yeah.
shit. So like, I'd probably give it like 2.5 just because it like did it. But it's not good.
Yeah.
So like it's hard, you know. I don't know. I don't want to get it.
My
but-
my gut was 5 stars for this movie, y'all.
When I saw you give it 5
5
stars,
stars.
I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, dude. I gave it 5 stars. I bumped it down to 4.5 because I don't think it beats out some of his other stuff. But like, yeah, I don't think it beats There Will Be Blood. You know, what I mean, I think he's just done better.
Go with your gut,
But-
man.
Yeah, no, well, that's why I was
I
like
mean-
5 stars. I'll bump it down because it's fair. You know, there are stuff that didn't land for me too, but like some of the stuff you guys mentioned. But yeah, still, I don't know. I just enjoyed it.
Nice.
I just like I was okay with like sitting back and like just like kind of
Just taking the
like
ride.
letting it go do its thing because
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, honestly,
Um,
I just have one more note of like the one scene. It was like after he escapes from the Nazi dude, kills him, and like shoots the guy. Did I hit you? But he's like talking to the dude after that. I forget.
Josh Brolin, right?
Is it Josh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be Bigfoot.
Mhm.
Yeah. Where he's talking to him and he's like, if you're gonna fucking roll on me, and I don't know, Joaquin just gave like a look in that scene that I was like, oh yeah, we just witnessed this dude like in survival mode. Like this guy has changed. I don't know. It was like that moment I was like, I felt a change. I felt something like kind of new and different in Joaquin's
Yeah.
character
Nice.
that I really liked. So, but
Cool.
yeah,
Nice.
that's my last note of like another thing I liked about this one. But clearly we have mixed opinions here.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's likely, you know, for everybody. So
Yeah, I think this one's gonna hit people differently for sure, and that's good.
Definitely.
Yeah, there's a wide
Yeah.
range for this one, so
We'll see how the next one goes. I hear it's actually I hear it's like just a good solid movie, but I have never really heard anything negative about it.
yeah,
So-
yeah. This one's kind of the most under the radar. I feel like of PTA's.
Yeah.
But,
yeah,
for sure.
I've never heard of it really
yeah.
in association with them.
But all
Never
three of
really-
us never seen this one, so it'll be kind of a fun,
Yeah.
That'd
conversation.
be cool. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
This will
So,
complete my PTA filmography
Same
journey.
Yeah,
It's exciting.
seen Licorice
That's
Pizza.
exciting.
But it's not
Yeah,
gonna
I've
be
not
fun.
seen speeches, so we'll be tiring her off here.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
This is exciting.
cool.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Another notch on the belt, boys.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. Let's let everybody's in the limo now. We're almost there. Everybody, come on, you guys. Let's go. We're getting to the club.
Almost there.
Yeah.
Almost there. We can see the lights in the sky.
Yeah. Well, I guess I don't know. This one we probably should have like hit a pothole or something, right? Is that?
A little bit, yeah. Well, I'm in hydrating up a little bit. I think just getting some water.
Yeah.
Taking a breather. Like
I'm drunk. You hit the pothole, and I like knocked myself out and fell back.
You're dreaming. You're in dreamland like this.
Yeah.
You just enjoy.
Yeah. That's right.
Well, stay gold, guys. We'll see you next week.
Later.
Peace.
Moto Penekeko!